Hello everyone and welcome to Healthy Cooking with Shayda. This is where I teach you how to make simple, healthy, delicious meals that are salt, oil, and sugar free. Today we are going to be making a tempeh chili, which I'm really excited about. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with tempeh, but for those of you that are not familiar with tempeh, this is tempeh, and it's whole soybeans. And it's absolutely delicious, and it's got lots and lots of protein. So if anybody says, hey, where do you get your protein? Well, hello, there's like 19 grams of protein in this tempeh. The one that I bought it from Trader Joe's. It's the organic 3-grain tempeh. So it comes in this and an original and I think one other one. And this one is made from soybeans, rice, barley, and millet. So it is loaded with a lot of good stuff. I haven't done anything to this yet, so I've just basically taken it out of the package, but I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to incorporate this into the chili and what we're going to be doing with it. So let's get ready and we'll start cooking now. Now that I've taken it out, I'm going to cut this in half and I'm going to grate it. And I'm going to grate it on the side with the largest holes, because what I don't want to just chop up the tempeh and put it in the chili, although you could. What I found that I like to do is I like to grate it and have it already all mixed in there. And it's funny because when I served this, a lot of people didn't even recognize that I had put tempeh in there. Some people get weirded out by certain names, and so I really didn't say anything. When it's grated, you're going to notice that it looks like maybe rice cauliflower a little bit. But it was really interesting to me that night when I served it at my house, nobody questioned it. They all said, oh my God, this tastes really great. And it was kind of nice. So I think I'm going to continue to grate it. And it's not hard to do. You just need a grater and you're just going to go up and down the sides. And you're just going to grate this until you've finished it all up. So once you have grated everything, we're going to be turning the oven on. The oven on is getting warmed up at 350 degrees. And we're going to put this on top of the parchment paper, like I've got ready here. Just going to put it out on this tray. And we are going to toast the tempeh. So it's going to be in the oven for about 20 minutes. Until it's lightly toasted on top. And once that's ready, then we're going to go ahead and put that in the chili. So while the tempeh is in the oven getting toasted, we can go ahead and get started on everything else. You want to go ahead and get your Instant Pot ready and turn on the saute function. Now, for those of you that do not have an Instant Pot, you can certainly make this dish on your stovetop. So what you would be doing, everything that I'm going to be sauteing in here in my Instant Pot, you'll be doing that on your stovetop, and you can do it just as easily. So I went ahead and got the mirepoix, which is celery, onion, and carrots. Now, if you don't want to pre-buy the mirepoix, you can certainly do it yourself. So it's about a cup of celery, a cup of onions, and a cup of carrots that you want to get in here. But I just find that this saves time, and it's just, I don't know, for me it's just a lot easier. Next, we are going to add in the bell peppers and the zucchini that you want to chop up. And keep the chopping at about the same size because it'll help with the cooking time. It'll cook it a little bit more evenly. Next, we're going to add the mushrooms in here. And we're also going to add the corn in here. And this makes it so much easier to go ahead and saute everything right here in the pan. And go ahead and mix it. We're going to be adding the garlic in here pretty soon. I just have to chop it up. I haven't done it yet, but I will. If you are familiar with my channel and you're familiar with me, I absolutely love, love, love this Tupperware garlic chopper. It just saves so much time. I'm not wasting anything, and it's so much faster than the mincing that you have to do with the other gadget. but because it leaves a lot of the skin. This, everything gets done super easy. And look, all you do is pull back on it. Nothing gets wasted. And you're actually getting a little bit of exercise in the kitchen, which nothing wrong with that. So we're going to go ahead and add the garlic to the pot. Now I went ahead and I added a lot more garlic than what the recipe calls for, but that's because I really love garlic. But you don't have to put in a whole packet like I just did. You certainly can do what the recipe says. Now, in order to get this recipe, the recipe will be posted on my website, and I will put a link to it in the show notes for you, so it'll be quick and easy for you guys to find. Go ahead and give this a mix. This will probably take you about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes until everything is basically nice and soft and ready to go. So if you see that your vegetables and everything is starting to stick to the bottom of the pan, just add a little bit of water so you can deglaze the pot, because all of that is tasty and you want to make sure you do that. So don't be afraid, but just add a little bit of water, enough to be able to, for you to deglaze it, and you'll be good to go. You don't want to add a lot of water because we are going to be adding everything else to this chili. So we've been doing this, it's been about 7 minutes now, and the vegetables have gotten soft, and I've been mixing it as we're going along. So what we're going to add now are a can of pinto beans, and you can go ahead and add the liquid of the beans to it. These are all no salt added, so it's not a problem to add it in. No rinsing is needed. We're going to add a can of black beans. We are also going to add a can of kidney beans. This dish is loaded with protein. Anybody says anything about protein, I'm going to slap them about our food and the way we eat. We're also going to add a can of diced tomatoes. You want to get the fire roasted, salt-free tomatoes. The fire roasted tastes the best. We're going to add a can of tomato sauce. Let's get everything out of here. You know, the weather's been so cold. Well, we're in California, so I never guess as cold as back east as some of you. But for us, it's been kind of cold. So making chili is a lot of fun right now. And we're adding a can of tomato paste in here. This is a 6-ounce can. So go ahead and give this a good mix. And our tempeh is ready. We're going to get that out of the oven. Aaron, can you do an overhead shot of this? Can you like dip the camera so they can see the chili so far, what it looks like? Sorry, guys. Well, you're going to have to go down, 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 down. There you go. But that's what the chili looks like. All right. Thank you, Aaron. So I've taken the tempeh out of the oven. It's nice and toasted. I'm going to turn off the saute function for now because it doesn't really need it. Then we're going to add the toasted tempeh to the pot. Look how pretty this looks. I love, love, love colorful food. You guys all know this about me. Food has to be colorful and it has to be tasty. Next, I've got all my spices already pre-measured. Now, I would really highly recommend that you guys do the same thing instead of getting a tablespoon of this and a tablespoon of that. So it just makes your cooking go by a lot faster if you guys go ahead and pre-measure. Now, for the salt seasoning, this is what I added. For this recipe, I added the COSTCO organic no salt seasoning. It's a blend of 21 spices and ingredients, and it's absolutely delicious. Or what you can use is Benson's Table Tasty. You can add that in here. So it's either or. If you've got a Costco near you, by all means, this 21 blend is absolutely delicious, and I use it all the time. Or if not, you can order the Benson's Table Tasty from Amazon. Either one is going to work just fine. Next, go ahead and add your seasonings in here. And basically, it's coriander, chili spice, cumin, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, stuff like that. Like I said, the recipe is on the website. Go ahead and give it a good mix. It already smells spicy. And I like spicy, but not too spicy. Just enough. Enough to give it a little bit of a heat and flavor. And then we are going to close the lid. Close the valve, and then we're going to hit manual, and then it's going to be 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes, and then we're going to let the pressure come down naturally. So at 10 minutes, you don't want to release the pressure. Let the pressure come down naturally, which will, there we go. That means that it's getting locked and it's getting ready to come up to pressure. So go ahead and wait. It'll take probably, because this is an 8-quart Instant Pot, so this may take anywhere from another 20 to 30 minutes before the pressure comes down. And once the pressure has come down, we'll go ahead and revisit this, and I'll show you the finished product, and we'll be back. Okay, so it looks like our chili's been ready. It's been in there for almost an hour, so the pressure's definitely come down. Let's open it up. And when you open it up, make sure that you dump the water back inside, because it's going to be hot. And you don't want to make sure you don't get that on yourself. Go ahead and give this a good mix. Oh, this is looking so good, and it's smelling so, so good. It's a bit chilly out there today, so this chili is going to be just in time. So get your bowls out. Look how nice and thick that is. That's what you want. You want your chili to be nice and thick. And what I like to do is add a little bit, and not a lot, you know, and you don't have to, you know, if you want to taste this first and then add the lemon juice, or you want to add it, but I like adding a little bit of lemon juice to this. I just think it adds a nice little flavor. And as you see, I'm just adding just a little bit. Go ahead and give that a nice mix. And then we're going to add some cilantro, because everything tastes better with cilantro. Now, if you don't like cilantro, you certainly can leave it out, but I find that it tastes really good. And if you wanted to add parsley, you certainly can. I just like adding cilantro to everything. But that's it, guys. That's our tempeh chili. It's all nice and ready to go. I hope that you will give this recipe a try, and if you do, please make sure to comment on it, because I'd love to hear about it. And this recipe, you guys can find it on my Healthy Cooking with Shayda website, and I will put a link in the show notes for you so that you'll have easy access in getting this tempeh chili recipe. I want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Healthy Cooking with Shayda. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and please make sure to share it with your friends and your family. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram under the same name, Healthy Cooking with Shayda. If you do follow me on Instagram, make sure that the username that you're going to click on will be Shayda Joon, and Joon is spelled Joon 32. That is my Instagram page now that the hackers have gone away. So remember, guys, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time. Have a wonderful day.